How do you feel?
Great.
Crazy.
Hello and welcome to our Singapore vlog. This is the start of our 3-month travelling journey. So join us on our flight and see what we get up to in Singapore.
Are you excited?
Let's go.
So we had 2 7-hour flights with a layover in Dubai. The flights went really well. We had food, entertainment, but we didn't manage to get any sleep on either of them. Are you excited to land in Dubai?
I am very excited.
Really have fun. Who just rang?
Oh my gosh.
The whole of Dubai airport.
Look, I'm so stressed, I'm so warm.
Look at the sweat.
After nearly missing our connection flight, we made it to Singapore.
We made it to Singapore.
When we got into the airport, we just couldn't believe it.
Can you just help me up a second?
Oh my gosh, we did it. Obviously, we hadn't got used to the weight of our bags yet, as you just saw. And then look at this. We could not believe this was in the middle of an airport. This is the rain vortex.
The rain vortex is the world's largest indoor waterfall. There was also this huge statue of Iron Man there.
So once we checked into our hotel, we had like an hour-and-a-half nap, but then we went straight out to explore and just look at this. It's fantastic. It's amazing. And then we stumbled across Gardens by the Bay and we just could not believe it. So the massive skyscraper building behind us that looks like a boat is actually the Marina Hotel, which actually has an infinity pool at the top, which hotel guests are free to use, but it's a very hefty price to stay there for the night. Or you can just visit the bar and buy a drink and you can get up there for free. Or you can even pay 32 Singapore dollars just to overlook the city of Singapore.
What's our first meal, Isaac?
Macca's.
McDonald's. We're too tired to go anywhere else. But dinner with a view. It's day 2. It's so sunny. So on our second day, we had a quick look around Singapore Mall. The mall is crazy, it's huge and it has its own river that runs through and you can pay to go on one of the gondolas. We also found it really nice to pop in there and get some aircon because it's so humid in Singapore. So we heard about this really cool photo we could get at Fort Canning Tree Tunnel. We're queuing for this cool photo. But if you're going to go, just be prepared to queue because we were stood in this queue for nearly 40-45 minutes just to get this. It is really worth it though, but do bring some water.
We then headed to Gardens by the Bay to do the skyline walk. It was 12 Singapore dollars and this was definitely worth the price. We literally had the best view of Singapore.
There are so many free things that you can do in Singapore, and this was one of them. This is the Garden by the Bay light show. Basically, all these trees light up to the sound of music, and it's so beautiful. Everybody gathers together and sits down to enjoy the show. They also have a different theme every night. The first one that we saw was musical themed, and we did watch it twice on another night, and the other night was The Sounds of Singapore.
The next morning we went to the Dragon Water Fountain and got this famous photo, as you can see here, smashing it. And so is Emily. We then went straight to Starbucks because we were actually gagging for a drink. So a nice cold iced tea fixed us up.
If you're looking for a spot to eat, Graham Cafe and Pancakes was so good. What are we having?
I'm having pancakes.
We headed here after going to the Dragon's Head and we got these insane pancakes. They were so fluffy and wobbly.
Later on in the day, we visited the Singapore Botanic Gardens, and look at this. The first thing we looked at, there was a monitor lizard in the bushes. It was a very surreal feeling because I've always wanted to see one in the wild, and there was actually so many as well. It wasn't just that one. It's a nice big park to walk around. There's turtles, and you will see a lot of monitor lizards just walking around, which is really cool.
We then headed to a local restaurant to get some local food. It was delicious food and their staff were so friendly. If you can, definitely try and get into a local restaurant because the food really is delicious. End our last night in Singapore, we headed down to watch the light fountain show.
This is another free thing you can do. The first show is at 8 p.m. and there's more shows later through the night, which is also the same with the Gardens by the Bay light show.
How would you rate it?
I'd rate that 10 out of 10.
That was so good, wasn't it?
So cool.
Amazing.